Yes, Hiba.
3m plus 7 is equal to 25.
Yeah, so have you done this?
3m plus 7 minus 7 is equal to 25 minus 7.
Is equal to 20. Was it 24 or 25?
25.
Okay, I'm sorry. I heard 24. Okay. So 3m plus 7 minus 7. So I'm going to do minus 7 on both the sides. Yeah, then?
Minus 7.
Then?
3m is equal to 18 and m is equal to 6.
Very good. 3m is equal to 18, m is equal to 6. All right. Then?
8p plus 3 is equal to 67.
8p plus 3 is equal to 67. Then?
8p plus 3 minus 3 is equal to 67 minus 3.
Very good. Then?
And 8p is equal to 64 and p is equal to 8.
Very good. Excellent, Hiba. Next one.
4x plus 5 is equal to 64.
60?
65. Sorry.
Okay.
4x plus 5 minus 5 is equal to 65 minus 5.
Very good.
4x is equal to 60 and x is equal to 15.
Is equal to?
15. 1,
Right.
5.
Okay, excellent, Hiba. Were there any more questions?
Yeah, one last.
Yeah.
10y minus 2 is equal to 50. Sorry, it is minus 20.
Okay. And?
10y minus 20 plus 20 is equal to 50 plus 20.
Very good.
10y is equal to 70 and y is equal to 7.
Very good. Okay, excellent. Excellent, mashallah. All right, Hiba. So shall we move forward?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, one more thing, Hiba. Today's class is for 1.5 hours. I hope you were told about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we will have a 5-minute break in between because I can understand it. It's not very easy to sit continuously for 1.5 hours. So if you want, we can have a 5-minute break. Otherwise, we will go continuously. Let me know which one.
Can you say it again?
Yeah, I'm saying that since it's a 1.5 hour class, if you want, we can have a 5-minute break in between. Okay. Yeah, after 45 minutes of the class have passed, then we can have a 5-minute break. Or if you say we can just continue the class without a break. Tell me.
We can have the break.
Okay. All right. Now let's move forward. Just remind me, okay, in between. I might forget to give you a break, so just remind me.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's do a few more questions. Okay, Eva. So that was yesterday's homework. Now we're starting with some new questions. How about this? 5m plus 3 is equal to 45. Now what are you going to do in this? Which one should you divide first? Or which one should you operate first? Which one should you get rid of first?
3.
Yes?
Plus 3.
Plus 3. Okay. See, Hiba. The thing is here 3 is in a bracket. So when something is in a bracket, it is safeguarded. You can't touch the 3 as long as the 5 is there. It is outside the bracket. It is protecting the 3. You can't change anything or to the 3. You can't do anything to the 3.
It will be 5.
What should we do with 5?
Divide it.
Yes. Okay. So now tell me, what should I write here?
5 bracket m plus 3 divided by 5.
Very good. Then
Divided by 5.
on both sides. Okay. All right. Then what does it become?
Um, 9, 5.
So on the
M
left hand
plus
side, the 5 and 5 get cancelled. So we are left with m plus 3 is
is
equal
equal
to
to 9.
9.
So M is equal to 3.
M is equal to 3. Should it be 3?
Oh, sorry.
M plus 3 minus 3 is equal to 9 minus 3, right?
Why
Yes,
do we
Hiba?
write minus 3?
Okay. Hiba, this plus 3, what is, how is 3 being operated with M? Is 3 being added to M or is 3 being multiplied with M?
Added.
Added. So what should we do here?
Additive inverse.
Additive inverse. And that will be
Minus 3.
minus 3. Now you understand why we did minus 3?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So we do minus 3 on both the sides. So M is equal to
6.
6. Did you understand? Any doubts here?
No.
No? Okay, so you will do the next one by yourself. All right, 7x minus 4 is equal to 49.
7x minus 4 divided by 7 and 49 divided by 7.
Very good. Okay. Next.
Wait. It will be x minus 4 is equal to 7.
Yes. Then
And plus 4 and 7 plus 4.
very good. What are we left with then?
X is equal to x is equal to 11.
Very good. Okay. So do one more and then the rest I'll give you as homework. Negative, one sec. Negative 3x plus 8 is equal to 7.
Minus 3x plus 8 divided by minus 3
Very good.
and 7 divided by minus 3.
Okay. Then
We will cut minus 3, both of them.
okay. What are we left with?
7 divided by minus 3.
So we have x plus 8 is equal to, we can say it is negative 7 by 3. Okay. Can we say it like this?
Yeah.
Next.
Can we also say 7 divided by minus 3?
We can say that, but it's more convenient to have the negative sign on top. It's more convenient. Okay, you can say that also, but this one is more convenient, so you just use this one. Okay. Next, Hiba.
How are we going to divide that?
We're not going to divide that. We'll just leave it as it is. Okay. We'll leave it as a fraction itself.
So x is equal to minus 7 divided by 3.
And what happened to the 8?
Sorry, minus 8.
Yeah, minus 8. So can we solve the RHS further? RHS means this side, right hand side. Can we solve it further?
Yeah,
How will we do that?
7 multiplied 8 and 3 multiplied 1.
Okay. Is that how we do addition and subtraction in fractions? Okay, wait. Let's take this. Let's say you have 5 by 2 plus 9 by 1. How will you do this? Let's take a different number, not 2. Let's take it as 4. How will you do this?
Uh, 4, 4 plus 9.
Okay. Hiba, what's the LCM of 4 and 1?
4.
4. Now can you do this? 4 multiplied 4, how many times do you multiply it? Or 4 into what is gives you 4?
1.
4 into 1, right?
Yeah.
4 into 1. So 4 into 1. So 5 into 1 is
5.
5 ones are 5. Plus 1 into 4. 1 multiplied by 4 is 4. So 1 multiplied by 4, right? So 9 multiplied by 4 is? Yes, Hiba? 9 fours are
36.
36. So this turns out to be 41 by 4. Hiba, did you understand this? Any doubt in this?
Can you explain again?
Which one? You want me to explain how to do this addition of fractions?
Yeah, again.
Okay. I think this is because we haven't completed our fractions wala chapter. Have we completed it? We
Yeah,
have not completed it, right?
we did.
We did. Okay. All right. So over there was addition and subtraction of fractions. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Okay. Hiba, tell me how will you solve this? 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3.
We have to find the LCM of 2 and 3 first.
Very good. What is the LCM of 2 and 3? It
So
is 2
6.
multiplied by 3. Yes, it is 6. Then
Can you write it a little down? I can't see the document.
okay.
So 1 plus,
Should we write 1?
yeah,
Hiba, how do we do this addition? Okay. Let me show you a different way of doing this addition. Okay. So we have 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3, right? What we need to do is, we know that these are not like fractions. Are they like fractions?
no,
No, they are unlike fractions. Unlike means their denominators are different, so we can't add them. So like we can't add them in the simple way, in the, like how we would add like fractions, we simply just add the numerators. For example, if you have 1 by 5 plus 2 by 5, then the answer is how much, Hiba?
3 by 5.
3 by 5, right? Because the denominators are the same. So you just simply add the numerators. But for in the case of unlike fractions, you can't do that. So what we can do is we can make the denominators same. How do we do that? We know that 1 by 2, it can be written as 1 by 2 can be written as 2 by 4 also. Yes or no? It can be written as 3 by 6 also. Yeah.
Yeah.
How? Because what am I doing? I'm just writing equivalent fractions. I am multiplying both numerator and denominator by 2. So what do I get? I get this 2 by 4. When I multiply both numerator and denominator by 3, I get this. Clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now the same thing I can say with 1 by 3. I can multiply both numerator and denominator by 2. What do I get?
2 by 6.
2 by 6. Now, are you seeing that this and this, they are both like fractions? They both have 6 in the denominator. So can we add these two?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. So instead of 1 by 2, if I write 3 by 6, am I doing something wrong?
No.
No, because it's the same thing. 1 by 2 and 3 by 6, they are both equal to each other. And instead of 1 by 3, I will write 2 by 6. Now can we do this? Can we do this addition? How much will it become?
5 by 6.
5 by 6. Okay. So now how do I, so this is a very, these were very simple numbers, 2 and 3. So it was easy for me to find out to find out how to do or how to make the denominator common. Okay. But if you have bigger numbers and you don't know how to make the denominator common, what will you do? Basically, what we have done here is we have found an LCM of 2 and 3. You know what LCM is, right? What is LCM? Least common multiple. Yeah. So what do we do?
Yeah.
Like for example, in 2 and 3, we need to find LCM of 2 and 3, right? So what we have done here is we keep on writing the multiples of 2. We write 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on. Okay. This is by trial and error method. If you don't know the proper method of finding an LCM, this is what you would do. 3, you write, I'm sorry, I should not write equal to because they're not equal. The multiples of 3 are 6, 9, 12, 15, and so on. Now what you'll do is you will see they will have a lot of common multiples, right? Lot of common multiples they will have. Let me just write a few more down. 12, 14, 16, 18. Okay. Here you have 18, 21. Okay. Now what you need to do is you need to find out the least common multiple, because you don't know where to stop. When you're talking about multiples, it can go on and on and on. The multiples, right? For example, 30 is a number which is a multiple of 2 also, and it's a multiple of 3 also, because 2 into 15 is 30, and 3 multiplied by 10 is 30. So 30 is a common multiple for both of them. Similarly, 60 is a common multiple, and similarly so many other numbers are common multiples. Like over here you can see 18 is a common is a multiple for both of them, right? 12 is a multiple for both of them, but the least common multiple is 6. Okay, we take the least one. So Yeah. So this is the trial and error method of finding out the least common multiple. Is you sit in, write down all the multiples of both the numbers, but that's going to take a long time. So there is a shorter method of finding the multiples, and you know how we do that, right?
Yeah, LCM.
Yes, we find out the LCM through that way. If you have two numbers which are co-prime, do you know what are co-prime numbers?
Yeah.
What are co-prime numbers?
With more than one, like
What are co-prime numbers?
they come in more than two tables.
Okay. Hiba, co-prime numbers are those that co-prime numbers, we will talk about two numbers being co-prime with each other. That means that those two numbers don't share any common factors. Okay, like 2 and 3. They both don't share any common factors. Um, like you can say 9 and 14. These both don't share any common factors. Can you tell me whether 6 and 9 are coprime or not? Yeah?
No,
No, they are not. What is the common factor between them?
18.
Common factor, not multiple. Common factor. Do both of them, are both of them divisible by 3?
Yeah.
Yes. So common factor between them is 3. So they are not coprime. Can you tell me whether 21 and 15 are coprime or not?
Yeah, they are both divisible by 3.
Yes. So they are not coprime. Okay. Okay. Can you tell me whether 18 and 25 are coprime or not?
Yes, they are both prime.
They are coprime. So now hear this out. If you have to find out, where did we go? Yeah. If you have to find out the LCM of coprime numbers, there are two coprime numbers or three coprime numbers. Like three coprime numbers means all three of them, they don't share any common factor. So if they are coprime numbers, the way to find the LCM is simply multiply them. You will find the LCM. Okay. Coprime numbers, LCM is the product of those two numbers. Okay. But if the numbers are not coprime, then you have to sit and find the LCM using the LCM method. For example, let's find the LCM of 21 and 15. Let's find the LCM of these two. How do we find the LCM, Hiba? What should I write here first? These are coprime, right? That's why.
3.
I'm sorry, they're not coprime.
3.
Yes, 3. Then here, what should I write?
7 and 3.
7 and 3 or
3,
7 and 5. Very good. Then
then 5.
5. Here,
Yes, 7 and 1. And then
yes,
7 and 1.
1 and 1. Very good. So now can you tell me what is the LCM?
105.
105. Okay. But you see 21 multiplied by 15, that is not equal to 105. Okay, it is equal to, one sec, it is equal to how much? 315. So you see that 21 multiplied by 15 is 315, but their LCM is 105. Why is there a difference between their product and their LCM? Because they are not co-prime. If they were co-prime, then the product and the LCM would have been the same. Is that clear, Hiba?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's take an example of 18 and 25. First, let's find their LCM. Yeah, what should I write over here?
2.
Yes, 2. And what should I write here?
9 and 25.
Very good. Then
9. Sorry, the 9.
we can't write 9 here. We only have to write prime numbers.
5.
Okay.
5.
Then
3.
Then
5 and 5 and 1.
okay. ठीक है. Now find out the LCM.
$450.
Very good. And what is the, when you multiply 18 and 25, what do you get?
450.
Right? So can you see that they are both the same?
Yeah.
Okay. So LCM and their product is the same. All right. So anyway, coming back to our, we were talking about addition of fractions. So we were talking about how to make the denominator same. Okay, we're talking about how to make the denominator the same. So the only way of doing that is to know the LCM, and if you do it from the trial and error method, it's going to take a long time. So that's why we first see whether these two numbers are co-prime or not. If they are co-prime, we simply multiply them. If they are not co-prime, we will find out the LCM. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'll give you one more question to solve, just a fraction to solve. Okay. Actually two more. So if you have 2 by 11, okay, not 11, 2 by, or rather, let me change this, 5 by 12 minus 7 by 13 or 7 by 15. Yeah.
Can you give me a minute?
Yeah, okay, sure.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Hiba, I can. Okay. So turns out our 5 minute break is over. Okay, that will be counted as a break. Is that okay, Hiba?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yes, Hiba. How will we do this? First of all, let's ask ourselves, are these co-prime or not?
They are co-prime.
They are co-prime. They don't share any common factors.
They are not co-prime.
They are not co-prime. So let's find out the LCM of these two. 12 and 15. Go ahead, tell me.
First, we will take 2
Okay.
and 6 and 15.
Okay.
Then we will take 3 and 2 and 5. Then we will
Yes.
take 2 and then 1 and 5 and then 5 and 1 1.
Okay. Very good, Hiba. Next.
2 multiply.
So first of all, you do this. 5 twos are 10. Okay. 5 twos are 10. So you keep that 10 aside. Keep it in your mind. Okay. 5 twos are 10. 3 twos are 6. So 6 tens are
60.
60. So LCM is 60. Now, there's a trick. 12 into what is 60? How will you know that? Well, you see 2 into 3 into 2. 6 twos are 12, right? So 12 into, this is 12. 2 into 3 into 2 is 12. 12 into 5 is 60. So 12 multiplied by 5 is 60. So 5 multiplied by 5 is
25.
25. If you're getting confused, what is ma'am doing here? See, 12, this is the same thing what we did here. Over here, we are multiplying numerator and denominator by the same number, right? Remember this. We are we are multiplying numerator and denominator by the same number. So that's the same thing that we're going to do here. We are multiplying denominator and numerator by the same number. So the denominator, we had to multiply it with 5. One sec. So the denominator, we had to multiply it with 5 so that we could get 60. So the numerator also we will multiply with what? 5 only, right? That's why I've written 5 over here. Understood, Hiba?
Can you explain again?
Sorry?
Can you explain again?
Okay. So over here, if you can see what we had done, this 1 by 3, this 1 by 3, we had to make it 2 by 6, or we had to change the denominator to 6 because we found out that, well, their common multiple or their LCM is 6. So we said, okay, now we will change both of their denominators to 6. So this thing we did it. Now, how we did the 1 by 3? We said, well, 3 twos are 6. So we are multiplying the denominator by 2. So if we are multiplying denominator by 2, then numerator also should be multiplied by 2 so that we can get an equivalent fraction. So that's what we have done here. We have multiplied the denominator and the numerator by the same number so that we can get the LCM in the denominator. Okay, understood till here?
Why did we take 2?
Why did we take 2? Because we have to reach here. This is what we have to reach. We have to get 6 in the denominator. Let me ask you this. You have 1 by 3 and you have to make it into a fraction whose denominator is 6. Why 6, Hiba? Can you tell me why 6? Yes, I can't hear you. Hiba, why 6? Why only 6?
Because 6.
What? I can't hear you, Hiba.
I don't
You have to
know
speak a
why
little
we have to
louder.
put 6.
Okay, you don't know why we are taking.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Can we add them the way that we add like fractions? Hiba?
I didn't hear what you said. Can you go back to the old page?
I am explaining. So I asked you, why are we taking 6 here? You said, I don't know why we are taking 6, right? So that's what I'm explaining. When we had 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3, how do we add them? We cannot add them directly. Why? Because they don't have common denominator. We have to make the denominator the same so that they both become like fractions. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Agreed till here? Understood till here?
Yeah.
Yes. So the first step that we need to do, one sec. So the first step is to make them, our goal is to make them like fractions. Okay. Now, how do we make them like fractions? How do we make them like fractions? We have to make their denominator the same.
We have to find the LCM of
Yes.
the denominators.
Yes. We have to make the denominator the same. Okay. For both of these, we have to make sure that their denominator is the same. And how do we do that? You said we have to find the LCM. Okay. And okay, fine. So we have found the LCM and then we have made the denominator the same. How will we do that? So LCM, can you please tell me? Let's talk about this step, which is the LCM. What is the LCM for both of them? 2 and 3.
6.
Yes, LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. Okay. So now let's talk about, first of all, we'll talk about 1 by 2. So I have to make 1 by 2 into a fraction whose denominator is 6. So how do I make it into a fraction whose denominator is 6? 1 by 2 is equal to something by 6. Can you tell me what will come in this box?
3.
Yes?
3.
2,
No, 3.
3. So how do you know it is 3?
Because 2 plus 3 is equal to 6. And 1 multiplied
2 plus
3
3 is
is
6. 2 plus 3 is 6?
sorry, 2 multiplied by 3 is 6.
Exactly. So that is what we're going to do here. 2 multiplied by 3. We will ask ourselves the following question. 2 multiplied by what will give me 6? And we found out the answer to that question. The answer is 2 multiplied by 3 will give you 6. So we will say, well, okay, we will multiply the same number here also. Okay. And that is how we get 3 by 6. Now you understood why we are taking 6 in the denominator. Hiba?
Yes, I understood.
Understood, right? Okay. So let's come back to this. Yeah. So 1 by 3, you have to make this into something divided by 6. How will you do that? We will ask, well, 3 multiplied by what will give you 6?
2.
3 multiplied by 2 will give you 6. So the numerator also we have to multiply by the same number so that we can get an equivalent fraction. So the same number, 1 multiplied by 2 gives you 2. So our fraction is 2 by 6. Got it?
Yeah.
So the same thing we are doing here. Only difference is that over there we did, for both of them, we did it separately. Like for 5 by 12, for example, we did like this, 5 by 12 multiplied by something will give you something upon 60. Okay, over here, what we are doing, we are just making the denominator as common. You can change it also, like you can make it separate also like this. One sec. Oh, sorry. 60. This one will be equivalent to this, and this one will be equivalent to this. Okay, you can do it separately also. You can do it on the same denominator also. So let's do one thing. For this one, let's do it separately. So for this fraction, 5 by 12, yes, denominator should be how much? 60.
60.
Why? Because LCM is 60. So now tell me, 12 multiplied by what is 60? We know that 2 into 3 into 2 is 12. And we can see that 12 into 5 is giving you 60. So can we write here that 12 into 5 is 60?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 12 into 5 is 60. So we have to multiply the same number with the numerator also, right?
Yeah.
5 into 5 is
25.
25. Okay. Now, next we come to the second number, which second fraction, which is 7 by 15. Denominator should be what?
60.
60. 15 multiplied by what will give you 60? Can you please tell me? Can you please pick out any two numbers or three numbers from this this whole thing that will give you the product of 15?
3 and 5.
3 and 5. So 3 5s are 15. So 15 multiplied by what will give you 60? 16 multiplied by 4. 2 2s are 4, right? So 16 multiplied by 4. So, sorry, 15 multiplied by 4. So 15 into 4 is 60. Then you should multiply what with the numerator?
7 and 4.
7 multiplied by 4. So 7 4s are 28.
28 by 6.
Okay. Now can you tell me what will this become?
3 divided 3 by the 3 and
Sorry, Hiba, I couldn't get you.
20.
Denominator is 60. Okay. Denominator is 60. Now what about numerator? What is
Minus
20 minus
3.
3? Very good. Excellent. So the answer is minus 3 upon 60. Is that clear, Hiba?
Yes.
Yes. So you've understood, no doubts?
Yes.
Okay. Fine. So okay. Now let's do this one. Can we take the minus as common, and can we make this as 7 by 3 plus 8 by 1? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. No problem here.
Yes. I know.
Okay. Just a minute. Okay. So let's take a look at this one and let's try to solve it. So the minus sign will be standing outside. We won't do anything about that. Okay. Minus sign. Then what's the LCM of 3 and 1?
3.
3. Now, 3 multiplied by what will give you 3? Hiba?
1.
1. 3 multiplied by 1 will give you 3. So 7 multiplied by 1 is
7.
7.
7 by 3.
7 by 3. then plus 1 multiplied by what will give you this LCM?
8 by 3.
Wait a minute, Hiba.
So it's 3.
1 multiplied by what will give you 3? First tell me that much. 1 multiplied by what will give you 3? Yes, 3, okay. And then 8 when you multiply the same number with 8, what do you get?
24.
Yes, 8 3 are 24. And then what is 24 plus 7?
31 by 3.
Very good, 31 by 3. So you understood. So now that is the value of x. It's 31 by 3. What is that? The value of what? That is the value of x minus 31 by 3. Clear?
Can you give me some time to write it down?
Can I give you some?
Can you give me some time to write it down?
Sure.
I completed.
Done? Okay. All right, Hiba. So I'm going to give you some homework and we will discuss this in our class. Or what you can do instead of wasting instead of spending the time we have in the class to discuss this homework, what we'll do is you will complete the homework and send it to me on WhatsApp, okay?
Okay.
So your homework is you have to solve the following fractions, addition and subtraction of fractions.
After this, can you help me with like my assignment?
Yeah, of course. Okay. We have almost half an hour left. So yeah, we'll see that. So I'm giving you a few questions. Please note it down. Hiba, if you are not sure whether two numbers are co-prime or not, if you're not sure about it, then just find the LCM in this way, like how we put two numbers over here. Okay, if you're not sure about two numbers being co-prime or not, then just find the LCM like that. Okay.
Can you say it again?
If you're not sure whether any two given numbers are co-prime or not, so what we do is, if they are co-prime, once again I will repeat it, if they are co-prime, then we just multiply them and their product will be equal to the LCM. Okay, right? But if they are not co-prime, then we have to find the LCM by the long division method. Okay, by this method. So what I'm saying is, if you are not sure whether two numbers are co-prime or not, let's say they are big numbers and you don't know whether they are co-prime or not, then just find the LCM in this way only. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So you have to do these. Our next class is when? Tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So Hiba, you can do these. And the next homework is, just a minute, I'll tell you. Um, okay. Exercise 4.2. Question number 1. Question number 2. And I think, yeah, for today, that's all. Otherwise, you might not be able to do other work. Okay, so question number 1 and 2, full. Okay. Yes. So let's discuss your assignment now. Yes, Hiba.
Okay. So it's like activity 2, multiplication of division.
Activity 2. Is it from the one that you sent me, the PDF?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, let me just check it. Um, activity 2, right?
Yeah. Multiplication of division.
Multiplication of decimals.
Oh yeah.
Okay, tell me.
Actually, I didn't understand what it means. Mathematics.
You didn't understand how to do this.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, so let's take what they have done is they have taken a square sheet of paper and they have divided it. So let's say what you have to do is you have to do 0.2 multiplied by 0.8. Okay, let me first show you what 0.2 multiplied by 0.8 will look like. So 0.2 multiplied by 0.8. So Hiba, let's say uh, this whole square represents 1. Okay, this square represents a whole. What do we mean by a whole? A whole means 1. Okay,
One.
when we say part of a whole, we mean uh, it could be, we divide this into many parts, and then we say one of them is a part of a whole. So first thing you need to remember is the whole square is equal to 1. Now what will happen if you divide the whole square into 10 parts? I'm just trying. This one should be a little. Okay. If you divide it into 10 parts, what does each part become? If you divide the square into 10 parts, 1, 2,
Part
3,
of
4,
a
5.
whole.
Sorry?
Part of a whole.
Yeah, part of a whole, but how much part is that in fraction? Each part is how much? If I divide the whole thing into 10 parts, each part will be how much? What will be the fraction of each part?
5.
But 1 minute, Hiba, let me just tell you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, this is a little bit problematic. Wait a minute. Okay, Hiba, tell me this. If you have a circle, the circle basically means it is one whole. Okay, the circle is a whole. And if you divide it into 4 parts, each part is equal to how much?
4.
How much fraction of it?
1 by 4.
Yes, this is 1 by 4, right? Each part is equal to 1 by 4. Why 1 by 4? Because we are dividing it in 4 parts. Now, can you tell me about the square? Each part, so I'm dividing the whole square into 10 parts. So each part will be how much?
1 by 10.
1 by 10. And 1 by 10, when you write it, each part is 1 by 10. 1 by 10 in decimal, how much is it? 1 by 10?
0.1.
0.1 exactly. So each part is equal to 0.1.
So if it is, so for the second one we have to write 2 by 10.
Yes. So this one, if you're talking about 0.2, then 0.2 is this. So this is 0.1, right? This is 0.1. And this also, so that's 0.2. So that's 2 parts, so that's 0.2. Fine?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what about, so this is 0.2. Now, what you have to do about the other one, about 0.8, you have to, so now you have drawn vertical lines, right? Now you will cut your strip. So this is, I'm just drawing it, but I think in your activity, it is asking you to, okay, no, it's not asking you to cut anything. It's just, you have to make these lines, you have to draw these lines, and you have to color them or shade them. So now if you start drawing vertical lines, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are not equal because I'm not measuring them. Okay, 8, 9, and 10. But in your case, the lines, they have to be equal because you will be measuring them. So now I have made vertical lines. Now each of these vertical lines, let's say if you talk about 1 minute, if you talk about this whole vertical line or the whole strip, this represents how much? Again, 1 by 10, right? Why?
Yeah.
Because how many of these pink strips will be there? There will be 10 strips that
10.
will make the whole. So these pink strips, there will be 10 of them that will make the whole. So each of these pink strips is also equal to how much? 1 by 10 or 0.1. Is this clear till here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one you have to shade 0.8. So 0.8, so that means how many lines do you have to shade, or how many strips do you have to shade?
Can you say it again?
For 0.8, if you want to represent 0.8 using this method, then how many strips do you have to shade? How many parts do you have to shade?
8.
8. Okay, so that's just a sec. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm just shading them quickly. It's very rough. Okay. Now, can you tell that part which is shaded by both blue and pink? That part which is shaded by both blue and pink, or you can say the double shaded portion. The double shaded portion. How much is the double shaded portion? Can you tell me?
0.2.
It is this much. This much portion is double shaded. So this much portion represents 0.2 multiplied by 0.8. Is that clear, Hiba?
Yeah, but there are like 9 lines.
Where are there 9 lines?
Oh, never.
Hmm?
I will on like the first row,
Okay.
but not the first row.
Are you talking about this?
Yeah, this whole row.
This whole
Yes.
row. Okay, there's how many boxes are there? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
No, I know the like it's going down. The first row,
Okay,
but
the one that's called a column. Okay. So when you're talking about vertical, it's called column. When you're talking about horizontal, it's called row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
so
6,
why did you
7, 8, 9, 10.
why did you draw it alone and not with the other columns?
Okay. No, don't worry about that. We didn't draw it separately. I was just you're talking about why is this pink thing shaded differently and this pink thing shaded differently?
No, like you do that first and then you do all the 7 together.
No, don't worry about that. I drew that because I was showing you that this much part is equal to 1 by 10. That's what I was showing you. There was no special reason. Okay, I was just showing you that this much part is equal to 1 by 10. That's why I shaded it first. And then to show the rest of the 0.8, I shaded 7 more. So total we have shaded 8 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have shaded 8 of these columns. Is your doubt cleared now, Heba?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Heba, if you are talking about each of these columns, first tell me how many vertical columns are there? 10, right? This is one column. This is another column, and so on. There are 10 columns. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So each of these vertical columns represents how much? 1 by 10.
1 by 10.
Each of these horizontal rows represents how much? Again 1 by 10, because there are how many rows are there? There are 10 rows.
10.
Okay, so that also represents 1 by 10. But now take a look at the smaller squares. Take a look at the smaller squares. How many squares are there? Can you tell me?
100.
Yes, there are 100 because 10 multiplied by 10 is 100. Okay. So can you tell me how much fraction will each square represent? Because there are 100 squares. So each square is equal to how much?
10 by 100.
1 by 100. Right? Because there are 100 squares. So each square is equal to 1 by 100, isn't it? Yes. So now each square is equal to, just a minute. Yeah, each square is equal to 1 by 100. Now, if you take a look at how many squares have been double shaded, can you please tell me how many squares have been double shaded?
20. Sorry,
Double shaded.
15.
Is it 15? How much is a hiba?
16.
16. So, uh, so how much portion of the whole, here my question, how much portion of the whole is double shaded? What is the double shaded portion?
16.
16 by 100, right?
100.
16 by 100. And how do you write that in decimal?
0, 0, 0.16.
Exactly, 0.16. So do you see how 0.2 multiplied by 0.8 is equal to 0.16? Because what do? We say 0.2. Okay, I think you can't see it, but which I've written on top. So 0.2 multiplied by 0.8, when we do it like this, we say that first we will multiply 2 and 8, so that is 16. And then how many decimal places are there? There are 2 decimal places. So we will put the decimal after 2 places. So that's how we get 0.16 from, this is arithmetically, that's how we get 0.16. But if you were to do it geometrically, this is how, or graphically rather, we should say graphically. If you were to do it graphically, this is how you get it. Any doubts here, Hiba? No? Okay. All right. So the second part of this question you can do by yourself, right?
Yeah.
0.5 multiplied by 0.5. If you want, you can take a screenshot of this.
To just write like this.
What?
Like when I'm doing the assignment, you have to write exactly like this.
Write what? No, you don't have to write exactly like this. You can just refer to the example that is given in your activity, in your PDF. You can just refer to that example and write it like that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So shall we move on?
Yes.
Okay. Are you feeling saturated, or do you feel like you can study more? Just, we have only 5 more minutes actually. Do you want to study?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just 5 minutes we can study, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So Hiba, I want to give you some questions for practice for fractions. Okay. For fractions, or what one thing that you can do is, do you think in exercise 4.2 you can complete the whole exercise as homework? Do you think you can do that?
The whole exercise?
Yeah, the whole exercise. Do you think you can do that as homework? And like, can you do it by tomorrow?
Yeah, I will try to do some questions.
You will try? Okay, very good. If you can do that, then well and good. If not, just do how much ever you can, okay? I don't want to overburden you with homework. Because I know you have other subjects also to study. So if you can do it, then fine. So right now, I just want to, let's take a look at fractions, okay? Remember the last time we were talking about, and I think we didn't complete this, Hiba. We were talking about if we have two fractions, how do you know which fraction is greater? Okay, so, and we had an elaborate class upon this, if you remember. Let's say if I have 3/4 and 5/7, or okay, not 5/7, let's have it a different way. 14/15 or 3/5. Which one is bigger? Okay, not even this. We should not have this. One sec. Just a minute. Okay, 20 or 35/38. Yeah. Which one is bigger? How will we know? Yes, Siba, do you remember? We won't know it just by looking at the fractions, okay? So, yeah, you're saying something?
From looking at the denominator.
No, we cannot find that out. See, the denominator is different. If the denominator was the same, then we could have said that. But over here, the denominator is different. So we have to do the same thing. We have to make both of their denominators the same. Okay. We have to make both of the denominators the same. How can we make the denominators the same? What is the LCM? Yeah. What is the LCM of 15 and 40? Can we find that out? Heba.
3.
Okay, first let's do 3, 5, 40, 5, 1, 8, 2, 1, 4, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1. Fine.
Yeah.
So what's the LCM? LCM is, so we have 10, and here we have 3 multiplied by 4. So 3 4s are 12, 10s are 120. So LCM is 120. Okay. So LCM is 120. So I have to make this, multiply this with something, and make it something upon 120. And here also same, something upon 120. So can you tell me what 15 multiplied by what will give you 120? See here, how much 15 is how much? 3 into 5. So 15 multiplied by what will give you 120?
15 multiplied by 8.
8, very good. 15 multiplied by 8. So numerator also I'll multiply with 8.
Yeah, 112.
Okay, 112. And over here, 40 multiplied by, 40 multiplied by what will give you 120? What is 40? One sec. So this is 4 and this is 10. So 4 tens are 40. So 40 into 3 is 120, right?
Yeah.
And numerator 38 into 3,
114. 114.
114. Okay. So now we can compare, now that the denominators are the same, we can compare and we can tell which one is bigger. So can you tell me which one is bigger out of these two fractions?
114 by
Yes.
120. So
And that
38 by
means,
40.
yes, exactly, 38 by 40. So now you know how to do this?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Hiba. So that's it for today's class. Please complete your homework. We will discuss it in the next class. Okay.
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 Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam.